That's Jimmy Stewart you're listening to there. And welcome, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Jay. Hi, Kelly. It's nice to see you guys.
Too.
Good to be here. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You seem to always show up somewhere in the mask, but you won the gold this year.
I did.
Yeah. We tried to stop it, but nothing we did was able to stop it. It happened
Twice in a
anyway.
row. I've been
Yeah.
gold 2 years in a row now. That's
I know.
amazing.
I was trying not to
Yeah.
rub it
Appreciate
into
that.
all the other people who don't get gold.
But I will
Uh,
take it.
yeah. So I think the thing that the instrumental category is very interesting because you have chosen a life of speaking without words, and I'd like you to say a little something about that. Why is it that you choose to be so eloquent without using words?
Well, I think, obviously it's not my strong suit. I'm not good with lyrics. One of my jokes is I'm going to continue my record of never forgetting a lyric on stage. So, but for me, honestly, it's just chords and music, the notes and how they blend together. They evoke emotion, and I like to try to grab that and marry it with the things that I feel about sites and places and situations, and try to invoke the power of music without words, so that you can kind of. I mean, the only thing you get is the clue for the name of the song. So, I try
So
to do that.
when you're writing the song and when you're performing the song, do you have images, descriptors, stories in your head that you're doing, or how are you staying true to the emotion and the we'll still call it as the story that you're telling with your music?
Absolutely. There is entire movies playing in my head, and scenes and beautiful things, or not beautiful things, depending on the song, that describe that. One of my songs, Daughters, I wrote about just a simple situation of a father looking back across his daughter's life from growing up until he passes away at the end of the song.
Yeah.
And I see all of that in its white glory and the eyes and everything, which is the thing that I'm trying to do in this year of being isolated, is to take and describe and build those visuals so that when I play a show, you'll be able to marry what the visual is with my song through AR projection. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, so
So
that's my plan.
yeah. So what is your process? Your writing process? Like, do you know you want to write about something, or do you noodle with chords till they evoke something, or is it sometimes one or the other?
I think it is all over the map. There are songs that I write during my commute, when I used to do that. There are songs I write in the shower. There are songs that I pick up the guitar and they just fall out, based on things. And it's really just disparate things that kind of, you see signs and it tells you when they're supposed to be connected, and that's how I put that stuff together. Contrarily, there are other songs that just kind of hang out there in the ether forever because I can't get a direction on them. So, but that's usually how that works.
Yeah. And are you performing a lot now?
I am not. I did, like I mentioned earlier, I did a live stream last night for about an hour and a half, and Rob hosted me with his machine that he's built to get me out across to everyone. And that's the first one I think I've done since July, I believe.
Ah,
I kind of took a break doing some of the live streams for a bit.
Right.
But
So,
I
Jimmy,
do plan to get
what's
back to
your
it.
favorite part about being in music?
The connection, the energy of a live room, which we haven't had in a while, but I'm learning to get that fixed in other ways. Just the friendship and the love that you get to share. One of the most powerful things for me is to be able to communicate with someone, not using words, just music, and that is the goal of it all, I think, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's been a little more challenging with the pandemic. You don't have the feedback. So,
You don't.
any other challenging parts about being a musician that you would?
I think time to practice, time to create, time
Yeah,
to share.
and what is your schedule? What sort of routine do you have to maintain in order to keep both your chops and your writing and your performing at the level you want it to be?
It's a daily thing, and it's just having the discipline to instead of binge watching something on Netflix, to get off and go get the guitar out of the case and spend time on it. I don't find that incredibly challenging because I do love to play guitar quite a bit, and it's important to take breaks on occasion. You can wear yourself out both creatively and physically if you play too much, but it is a daily occurrence for me.
Yeah.
And
how does that impact the rest of your life, what we'll call your real life? Which
oh, you mean the one I have versus the one I want? Yeah.
well, no, just I mean, it's depending on what else you're doing in your life. This is a very jealous mistress. If you want to maintain yourself at a certain level, and it's interesting to talk to people about the balance they create or are unable to create in their life because of this.
Well, I think I'm married. My wife, Michelle, is very understanding, very supportive of my music.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a day job that requires a lot of my energy and attention, because we got to be able to live and eat and have a house and things like that. But for the most part, I'm able to carve out the time that I need during the day to sit down and find the time to create and express. It's that important to me, so I make time to go do it.
And what would you, if you were going to give advice to songwriters who are, say, wanting to get to your level and want to do what you're doing, what would be the two most important pieces of advice you'd give them?
Practice, 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 practice.
That's three.
And then
That's
more
four.
practice. Yeah. You have to practice. It has to be in your hands. You have to find ways to get out of ruts and play.
Yeah.
And the other thing would be to get involved in a music community like Songwriters Association Washington or virtual
Or
open
IMT,
mics.
or
IMT.
yeah, there's so many of them in this area, and
there are.
And some of them even like you. So that's
Some
a very
of
good
them,
thing for
on
me.
occasion, that's
A few.
true. Yeah. Nerfas, all
The
of
ones that don't
them.
know you, they like you.
That's appreciated, Jay.
Can you tell us? Sorry,
Go.
don't mean to interrupt.
Please, that's it.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you use loopers and other tools of the guitar, and how to when you decide to use them or not use them, or
It's kind of building blocks. I have little pockets of technology that I like to keep separated. They do their thing, and that's the only thing they do. But I am incredibly nerdy and geeky about how to use the gear to my advantage. It's not easy. There's no book that tells you how to do it.
yeah, it takes a lot of time too to
It
learn how to
does.
use those.
I've
From what
invested-
my experience is, at least.
Yes, a lot of hours in developing the apps to work right with the MIDI and the overtones and everything that I try to do. And at the end of the day, you just use your ears. Literally, if it sounds good, then you keep it. If it doesn't. And I found that some of the best things that can happen is when your iPad or whatever software you're using crashes and causes you to rebuild things, because you have to go back and redo it. And sometimes, in every case, it's always come out better at the end. Yeah.
Right.
Good. Well, congratulations. What's the most exciting thing you're looking forward to this year, besides possibly playing out in public, which will probably be number one? Are you going to do open air ones pretty soon? Like in the spring and summer, will you try to do some outdoors ones?
Yes. Actually, I was approached this last week to do a live show April 24th in Woodbine, Maryland. I'll be open for Rob and his band Iliami.
Hmm.
on stage, and I'm very much looking forward to collaborating with them. We're going to try to work some pieces together, both
Oh,
my
very
stuff
cool.
and their stuff, and do a little overlap set between the two of us. So I'm very excited to do that.
Oh, great. Well, keep us informed. We'll
Great.
definitely ring the bell for you on that. And why don't you just play us out here while Kelly and I admire your styling. And congratulations again.
All right, thanks. This song is called Be More. This is a new one.